Hello everyone and welcome back to Lucky15, where I'll be giving you my each way Lucky15 predictions for tomorrow's horse racing action as usual here on the channel. Well, today wasn't a great day in the end. We only had one thing really that was to write home about, and even that wasn't great. It was Wild Magic. We backed at Chepstow, finished in third place, and that was the only real positive we had today. Forget to ask for Tom George, ran okay, and there was a bit of money around for it, but in the end it was Polydora that won that race at 25 to 1. There was quite a few big shocks at Chepstow today. We did Wahidu as well. Again, really didn't get into the race today for Richard Johnson and Tim Vaughan. So it was quite a bit of a disappointing day. And then our nap over at Bangor never really got into the race, and Nicky Henderson horse. So War Creation there did let us down, but it's what it is, it's horse racing, and we're still at this crossover period, and we will be for the next few weeks, where horses that have been running this summer, especially over the jumps, are coming to the end now, and they're going to meet the better horses. But sometimes these better horses, they need a run or two to get primed ready for the season. So like I said, we're in that crossover period, and it can be hard at this stage in the year to get winners or predict horses, even to run well. So that has probably been reflected today by some of the bigger odds winners at 25 to 1. I think the first two Chepstow were 25 to 1, so it's quite interesting there. So yeah, it was a bit of a tricky day today. Anyway, enough of me waffling on. I'm going to get stuck in straight away to tomorrow's selections. And the first one I'm going to give you is at Nottingham in the 2 o'clock with a horse called St Mary's. It's currently 4 to 1 at the moment, and it's trained by Andrew Bolden, who's had a very good year. I think it's the most prize money he's ever racked up in the year, and he's using the apprentice jockey William Cox here, who will be able to take £7 off this horse tomorrow. Now, this horse has been pretty consistent this year, making the frame quite a lot of times, and it's been ridden most of the time by William Cox, so it's got a good relationship with the horse. Its normal mark is 85, but with the £7 off, it's going to be rated 78. I thought that was a good, encouraging sign, showing that it was well handicapped. It's also run fairly well at Nottingham. Conditions will be okay as well, and I thought it could put in another good bid and should make the frame tomorrow. So I thought 4 to 1 there wasn't a bad one to kick us off. We then go to Fakenham in the 240 with a horse called Ashoka, which is run about 8 to 1 at the moment. It's trained by the brother combo of Dan and Harry Skelton taking the ride. Now, this one finished third last time out at Fontwell, which I was there that day, and the horse that it was behind that day was Oliver's Hill. For Lorney Hill and Aidan Coleman, and that horse has since gone on to win at Kempton and frank the form, so that wasn't maybe a bad run there by Ashoka, where it was only 8 lengths back in third place, and it did notch up a win at Sedgefield before that. And also as well, the Skeltons have had pretty good time of late, especially on the chase side of jumps. They've got quite a few good chasers, and I thought Ashoka could still be an improving horse and could definitely be there or thereabouts in this race tomorrow. Skeltons tend to do well at Fakenham as well, and I thought 8 to 1 wasn't a bad chance there to make the frame. So that's going to be the long shot for tomorrow and the second selection. The third selection is the nap tomorrow, and it's at Taunton, and they resume their first meeting of the season, and we go to the 320. And this horse that I'm going to give you here, I've got a little bit of inside information about, from the fact that I am the social media reporter at Wincanton, and last time it ran, it made its seasonal reappearance at Wincanton, and I actually heard what the connections said about this horse. They actually really like this horse, and they're really confident it will run well. It's trained by Nicky Henderson, and Nico de Boinville will take the ride, and the jockey said it definitely needed the run that day, and it finished in third place as well. And in that race, the fourth place horse, Ivor's Queen, which was our nap on Sunday, has since franked the form in that race and shown that was probably a good level. I think Barman could still definitely improve, and he's only 10 to 3 at the moment, and I thought that wasn't a bad price to be getting stuck into. And from what I heard as well, I'm fairly confident that horse could maybe put in a good bold effort, and I thought that wasn't a bad one to go for there. So the Barman there is the third selection in our Each Way Lucky 15 tomorrow. The last selection runs in the 350 at Taunton, and this race is probably a little bit of a tricky one to work out. A lot of horses that don't like like to win running in this race, but I found one that does like to win and's got a respectable strike rate and is normally very consistent. That's why I'm going for it tomorrow. It's called Bredon Hill Road. It's around about 5-1 with bookmakers at the moment, trained by Sue Gardner. I believe it's her daughter Lucy Gardner taking £3 off tomorrow, who would be good value there. Now this horse is off a mark of 100. It's one off higher in its career, but I thought it wasn't a bad mark to turn out fresh tomorrow, and if he's in the right frame of mind, I could definitely see this horse winning. It's 7 wins from 29 starts under rules. I thought that was not a bad strike rate, and compared to most in this field, that's pretty good. So I thought Bredon Hill Road wasn't bad at 5-1 there to end us off. Anyway, they're the each way Lucky 15 predictions for tomorrow. If you've had a good day today, let us know in the comments box below, or if there's any other horses you're aware of tomorrow that you might think might run well, let us know your opinions in the boxes below. So yeah, that's all I've got to say. Please subscribe to the channel. Also as well, check us out on Twitter at Lucky15, where we might do a load a lot tomorrow if we get time, and also as well check us out on Facebook as well. So that's all I've got to say. Gamble responsibly. Hopefully you don't lose too much money from my selections, and we'll be seeing you soon.